Hi, Sagittarius friends, Cosmic Insight Astrology. I am your co-pilot, Christina. All right, this is your 2022 June video horoscope astrology forecast. And I'm going to start actually with Mercury and Mercury stationary direct in your sixth house and in Taurus. And Taurus is an earthy fixed sign. It's very stubborn. And Mercury, when any planet stationed direct or retrograde, it's actually really close to the Earth. So the effect of that planet is very significant, pivotal, right? And in your sixth house is your health, that is your daily routine, that is service for others, your employees or employment, and your work. So over here, some matter coming up with your work and with your health. And what kind of issue could come through? Let's see. So I shared a screen with you so I can explain. Here is Mercury at 26 degrees. And then it's going to sextile with Neptune. And Neptune is in your fourth house still. Neptune also going to go to retrograde by end of June 28th. But you know, when an outer planet goes to retrograde, it's not really that significant on our life. We're still going to mention it because it's still giving some kind of energy and changing some kind of circumstances. But actually, you know, it could be, so let's say, so Mercury is sextiling with Neptune. Neptune is your home in your home environment, Sagittarius. So it is something with your real estate, with your home, and with your family. And Neptune could be, and Mercury, it could be like going direct in your sixth house. I'm going to get a good news of a family member healing. Or it could be like I'm going to get some kind of news about my because of Neptune is flooding, so your house could have flooded. And Mercury, when it goes direct, it could be paperwork, so I have to apply for some kind of insurance money or whatever, and it's gonna go through right now. But also it could be like, you know what? Neptune is higher octave of love. I love my family so much, and we need to change the diets and the regimen in my family. I need to change the daily routine for my family. And it could be simply as it is. School is ending, your children is home all the time, so the daily routine is not what it was before, and you need to make a major change for that, right? So that could mean that. Okay, what else it's going to do? So Mercury also going to do a square with Saturn, and Saturn going to station retrograde the day after Mercury station direct. So June 4th, Saturn is moving into retrograde. It's going to be in your third house. So third house is something that you can work on a digital project, anything with communication. And you know, third house and Aquarius here, it could be astrology. So you might going to back to take a course of astrology, or it could be something with internet. You don't know how to use YouTube. You don't know how to use, like, for example, even simple as it is, like microphones and putting together things. So you're going back and trying to learn about those things and invest in that when it's going to get retrograding. But you know, it's going to square. So it's giving, the square can give some kind of issue like in communication, just like Mercury retrograde. And Mercury anyway not gonna be out of post shadow until the 18th of June. So it could be like, oh my God, I just purchased a new computer, or I just purchased a new phone or microphone or a vehicle. And you know, actually it's slow. So I purchased a good car, and it is so slow, so big, and I regretted it. So you might going to have something over there like, you know what, I'm taking back to that car and I'm selling it again, I'm done with that. Or I'm returning the computer that I purchased during Mercury retrograde, because I'm gonna go to retrograde here, so I'm taking it back. All right, Mercury also going to make a beautiful trine. Trine is the most welcoming aspect in astrology. It's the perfect symbiosis, right? And Pluto is transformation. It's the planet of your taboos, you know, like sex, death, tax, other people's money, abortion, pregnancies, surgery, murder. So that's pretty heavy energy. And then, but you know, with Mercury, it is like, and second house is in your financial, it is your wallet, it is your values. So your values could go through transformation, or it could be, Pluto is other people's money. And in second house, there is your finance, and in Capricorn, Capricorn is government. So you might going to get some kind of loan forgiveness, or because Pluto is a bank, and that is some kind of structure, Capricorn or government. So they might lost your bank papers, and you know that's why the Mercury's papers, they lost your bank papers, and it's turning out auspicious for you. So you don't have to pay your debt because they don't find it. You might have, you know, just simple as it is, a parking citation, or you know, a parking ticket or speeding ticket or whatever is that. And then you don't have to pay it. They lost. It's not there anymore. Okay. And look at that. You still have Pluto and Neptune in beautiful sextile as well. And that is your second and your fourth house. So, you know, but I said before, the money, the loan could come back. You can get some kind of loan right now for your purchase of your home if you want to change home, or it could be like I'm going to invest in oil or mining, and I'm going to have my income from stock market. It could represent stock market as well, or it could be like Neptune is ocean, and I'm gonna move close to a body of water, for example, with that aspect and with this beautiful mystic eye here. All right, so we're going to, you see Mercury and North Node, it's still conjuncting in your sixth house. North Node is your purpose. It is the avenue what you have to approach in this lifetime. It's your future life as well. North Node in your sixth house transiting, I have to do some kind of transformation. And it has to be purposeful transformation at my work, my daily routine, and my health. So I'm really onto it. And, you know, it's still conjuncting, but because of Mercury gonna move to Gemini on 13th of June, and it's gonna come out from shadow on the 18th, 19th of June, so it's gonna move away. So right now you're not going to seek for therapist anymore, Mercury therapist, something with speech therapy, something with any kind of consultation. You're done with that and you can move forward from that kind of situation, but it's still present. So it's still like at the beginning of the month, it's still like, okay, let's go to family consultation. Let's go because of one of my family members is using drugs or alcohol and we need to fix that situation. Okay, so enough about Mercury right now, and we're going to move to Venus. Look, Venus is in Taurus, and you see, what is that? Mars is in Aries, and Neptune is in Pisces, and Mercury gonna go to Gemini on the 13th in its own house. So by June 13th, 4 planets going to be in its own sign. So it's really significant because they are in rulership. 4 planets going to be in rulership. And you know what you have over here in your 5th house, Sagittarius, you had Mars and Jupiter conjunctive on end of May 28th actually in your 5th house, which is really significant because it's full of joy. You want to really enjoy life. It is like, it's a good time with your children. It is fun time. It's a blessing with your children. It is also initiating a project. And even if still Mercury is in retrograde by that May 28th, you're still capable to bring on that project. You don't have to wait until the shadow period is over because of that. So it's override that kind of Mercury retrograde for you. it's significant, it's joy, it's pleasant, it's a lot of sexual energy. For example, because fifth house is intimacy, Mars is very vigorant and really initiating and very sexual energy because it's rules Scorpio and rules Aries. It also impulsive, you know, and it's for example in Jupiter, actually you can lose money. Careful, because you might, fifth house is gamble, but it could be also lottery. You know, when Mars is going to conjunct with Jupiter and it's very close to the bird axis in Aries, 0-degree Aries, so it's still 3 degrees away, so it's very, very significant. You can win a lottery tickets. However, because it's impulsive energy and it's big, so for example, you can lose a lot of money in Las Vegas or, you know, slot machines or whatever you are doing during gambling. So Sagittarius people, as rising, sun, moon, you really have to be careful. But fifth house is joy. Fifth house is really creativity. You're going to be very creative right now, and you're gonna have a lot of creative project going on in life as well. So that is good over here. And let's see what's going to go on for you. So we moved away Mercury. Okay, so Venus is going to come to your 6th house here in Uranus. Uranus is unexpected. Uranus is unconventional. It's a big change. It's a turmoil. It's a tornado. In the 6th house, that's your workforce. So it could be like falling in love with a colleague unexpectedly, or it could be, if it's health-wise, Venus is sweet. Uranus could be tremor or neurological issues, and Taurus could mean something with thyroid, so endocrine system. And you know, it could be like a thyroid storm, which is like you don't have Hashimoto, you don't have Graves' disease, you don't have anything like that, but you get a thyroid storm and you start to shake, tremor kind of situation. So careful with that and look out for that for sure. All right, but on the other hand, it is falling in love with a colleague, or they fall in love with you. It could be also creating some, so working with getting hired through a digital dating site. So you're going to be the one who is either creating or taking over this kind of project at your work. So some kind of digital dating over here. It could be cryptocurrency because Venus is money, and that is crypto word Uranus. So it could be like getting hired through like a, you know, like anywhere where you are dealing with cryptocurrency. Okay, so then Venus going to go on North Node here, and it's going to be Venus and North Node. It's going to be June 16th, and in your 6th house. So North Node is your purpose. It is a mathematical point, and it's not a planet. It's a planet in heaven, but it's your purpose, and Venus is over there. It means like I'm capable to create a new purpose to work, and with my work to create money, or I'm going to work in a place there is a lot of people. I love to work with my coworkers, and I want to achieve something in my life at my work, like working with people who are loving, who are genuine, and who are nice and kind, Venus. Or I want to work with beautiful people. So it could be like, all right, you know what, I need someone unconventional, right? Here is Uranus, it's kind of conjuncting right now. And I'm going to want to hire beautiful people, or useful, or unconventional, or, you know, crazy looking people, Uranus here, and Venus is going there as well. It could mean that. Or I want to hire a lot of tech guys, or people who can relate and who love working with computer, or in a digital world, or in artificial intelligence. Yes, AI is also a manifestation of this energy as well. Or, God forbid, I'm gonna fall in love with an artificial intelligence. It could mean that craziness as well. All right, what else could be? So then I'm gonna talk about the full moon, June 14th in Sagittarius. And it's going to happen 23 degrees, 25 minutes. And Sagittarius for you, it's in your first house if you are a Sagittarius rising. And letting go of something with your ego. So for example, I was so proud, I thought I know everything and I am the best teacher, or, you know, nobody has the knowledge I have. And quite frankly, I'm a Sagittarius rising, and I, you know, many times I tend to have that kind of tendency. I know it all and I'm always up to date with everything. And truly, I think I am, but, you know, like I can be wrong. So that is a mirror situation here. Somebody gonna show us a mirror and say, no, you have to stay humble. Hey, over here, you don't know everything. You still have a lot to learn. And, you know, let go of that kind of proudness and ego and say, all right, you know what? I might have to learn more, or I have to come from a humble place, definitely. So that's the new moon for full moon for you. And you know, the first house is your body. And Sagittarius rising people has a tendency, Jupiter rule, that is your chart ruler. And you do have a tendency to get a big hip, or, you know, gaining, and Pisces also has it, gaining a lot of weight. And when a full moon happens over here in Sag, it means like, you know, it's letting go of something. And because it's affecting your Jupiter, because it's the chart ruler, right? It means like, I might going to be capable to get on diet or losing weight right now. So it could start a diet and it could go for you for half a year, and you can lose weight within half a year. And then June 16th, the sun in Gemini going to actually trine with Saturn. So sun in Gemini, it's gonna be over here in Gemini, going to trine with Saturn. So it's going to be something with a great communication and some kind of foundation with your significant other or business partner. For example, the communication wasn't smooth or wasn't structured between you. Maybe you didn't even have communication at all. And right now, it is like, yeah, I want to talk to my significant others and I feel she's interesting or he's interesting for you again. Or it could be something with business partner and Saturn. It could be some kind of selling opportunity, sales opportunity coming back to you. Or it could be like, all right, with my business partner, we need to plan a new website for our company, or new kind of social outlet for us, for our company, and you're going to work on that in a perfect symbiosis together. And then we do have June 16 also sun going to square, Gemini sun going to square with, it's going to be here by then, square with Neptune. Neptune is fogginess, and 7th house, it's a communication sun, like with your significant other. Gemini is communication. So it could be like, all right, you know, I thought we are on the same page with my wife, significant others, with my husband about a moving. And actually, I just find out like we were absolutely, he was in a fog. What is she also, you know, thinking about? Like doesn't have the same knowledge what I have, or I don't have it what he or she has about the moving. All right, and then we're gonna go forward, and we're gonna go to June 18th, when Saturn retrograde in Aquarius going to do a square with Venus. So Venus going to be already in Gemini, because no, Venus is still going to be here in Taurus. Yes, Venus gonna be here. And it's going to do a square with Saturn. So what can it be? Venus in 6th house, employee or money from work, and Saturn. Yeah, it could be like, I don't get paid in time, because that's a square. Or a different payment method is coming, an old-fashioned payment method is coming back to us because of maybe they did started to pay us on Venmo or whatever, some kind of new And right now they're going to put that through again, the bank, or just, yes, so some kind of old-fashioned payment method could come back to you, but it's also delay in payments from work. Or I'm not able to pay my employees. That's even worse. Venus is money, employees, and I'm not able to pay them with that square because I don't have the money right now. And then we have June 19, then Venus is sextiling with Neptune. So that same Venus going to sextile with Neptune. So that is the 4th and 6th house. Venus is loving yourself. Neptune is some kind of, like unconditional love. It could be like, I'm going to treat myself with a lot of sweet. That's how I'm gonna love myself. That's because 6th house is also dietary supplements and Venus is whatever it's food and also sweets, and Taurus is representing food. So I might going to have some kind of sweets that's going to give me some kind of like higher octave of love. So I feel like, okay, so I going to go back to my country, home country, and then I haven't eat that kind of food for 20 years, and it's gonna give me pleasure, simple as it is. It could be that. June 20, Mercury sextile with Jupiter, and Mercury moved in the 13th to Gemini, so it's going to sextile with Jupiter, 5th and 7th house. That is, again, it's a great communication with a significant others, or, a business partnership and an investment going on for you. So it's really auspicious. And then June 21st, it's going to be Venus going to trine with Pluto. So Venus gonna come end of Taurus and going to trine with Pluto, 2nd and 6th house. 2nd house is your finances, your wallet, your income. 6th house is your work. So, but was delayed a payment before, right now you're going to get it, and you might even going to get some kind of a bonus on it because they've had no time to pay you, or no money to pay you. It was delayed and they give you a little bit more, a little bit extra for that. And then let's see, then June 27, we have Mars sextile with Saturn. So Mars gonna move up here by end of the Aries, and it's going to sextile with Saturn retrograde, 5th and 3rd house. So, a communication project coming back, or you going to find someone who can help you quickly to fix your computer, who can help you to fix your website because something happened, or, it could be your YouTube channel, and you go find an authority figure and you find someone who is capable to give it back to you, whatever happened with your website, whatever happened, something could be stolen. Your identity, and Mars is going to create some kind of, okay, I get the one who took it away from me, or I replaced it, or some kind of situation for you like that. 5th house, it could mean, and 3rd house, vehicle. So it could be like, I'm speeding, and then Saturn going to put a kind of restriction on your speeding. So it could be like, careful with your brake in the car. So it could be damaged, or it could be something with the brake over here because Saturn is in retrograde and there is speeding. June 28, it's going to be Sun square with Jupiter. So the Sun is going to be in Cancer, and it's going to square with Jupiter in the 5th and 8th house. So Sagittarius, Sun in 8th house, Cancer. All right. So that's inheritance, other people's money, loan, and your 5th house Jupiter, it is an investment, can turn out to be on not for your benefits, or it could be like you were expecting, for example, an inheritance, and you get some money, but you don't get what you deserve or rightfully yours. Somebody gonna take it from you. And it could be also, and it could be from your mother's side. Cancer is mother's side. And it could be also, what else? Sun and Jupiter, 5th house. So Jupiter gambling, 8th house is transformation and it's loss. So you can actually lose money through gambling. Yes. So careful again with gambling. And then the 28th, Venus and Jupiter going to sextile, but Venus going to be in Gemini already because Venus going to ingress Gemini on the 22nd of June. And it's going to be here, Venus actually in Gemini, sextile Jupiter in Aries, right? Okay, so what can happen? Venus in Gemini, that's your partner, that's your business partner, and love and money. And in fifth house, yes, again, it is auspicious and it's beneficial for you to invest with a one-on-one, with a friend or with a business partner, or go into business with your significant others. That could be that as well. But Venus, simple as it is, you and your partner loving your children and having fun and taking them for vacation, for example. It could mean that as well. And you know, by the end, we're going to have June 20th also a new moon in Cancer, and it's gonna be here. So the sun gonna come to Cancer, 7 degree, and the moon is coming to 7 degree, and it's gonna be residing between Ceres and Black Moon Lilith. Black Moon Lilith is a mathematical point that is your sexual desire without any guilt, so the pleasure without any guilt. And Ceres is asteroid who lost the child, lost the daughter, was kidnapped. So it is like fear of loss, a mother figure or female figure in the family. The new moon is definitely start a new life, so it could be a rebirth for you. So quite frankly, between Ceres and Black Moon Lilith, it could be like, I'm reborn. Maybe my heart stopped, but you know, they assassinate me, and I'm going to be Phoenix and coming back from death. All right. And let me see, this does it make any aspect, the sun and new moon? Yes, it does make aspect with Jupiter. It's squaring with Jupiter, and Jupiter is in the fifth house. So yes, for example, speeding. So it could be like, yeah, I could, fifth house is heart and circulation. Here is Mars, it's still here, it's still gonna present here, right? And it's gonna come up with some kind of aspect which is harsh, but it could, but Jupiter also in fifth house, it's the heart, so it's expansion, enlarge the heart, or some kind of heart attack, but they're gonna resuscitate me because it's a square, so it's a challenge, but new moon, so I'm coming back, it's a rebirth. All right. Okay, Sagittarius, good luck in June and enjoy. Actually, you are a pretty lucky sign over here with Mars and Jupiter in your fifth house. If you like my videos, please subscribe and push the like button. I'm really grateful for your attention. And you know what, I wish you the luck and I wish you a beautiful June. And if you would like to have a personal reading, please check out my website, which is www.urbanwitch.org. Thank you so much. Till we meet again. Bye.